Good afternoon or good morning when this goes out. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated. If you find value in this video, consider liking and subscribing, it does help out the channel a lot. There's been a lot of people talking about Keir Starmer abandoning plans for a compulsory digital ID. Apparently the government is rolling back on their implementation of a digital ID, a compulsory one at least, at this point. Whilst this is cause for celebration, I'm not cracking open the champagne just yet, and there's very specific reasons for that. I had a high-ranking Labour MP pop up on my feed on Twitter, X, saying that it's still happening. So he popped up on my feed like a classical or a parody of a Bond villain, saying, "Calm down, digital right-to-work checks remain the intention. The exact details of the digital ID in development and will be at public consultation soon. This is an exciting opportunity and makes all our lives easier with modern joined-up system, and we have fallen behind as a nation." So the intention is still there, and they are still going to implement it. They're just going to do it by the back door. The infrastructure is already there. You need to remember that. Let's have a look now. There's something on the government website which is one login overall. Over 13.2 million have proved their identity with gov.uk, one login overall, accessing more than 110 government services as of November 2025. Specifically for business related via Companies House, over 1 million people have verified their identity for Companies House purposes through one login since April 2025, with a major push starting in November 2025 as identity verification became a legal requirement for directors and PSCs. This Companies House related figure is the closest proxy for business involvement, since there are estimates of millions of directors and PSCs across the UK companies who must eventually verify this system, and the government anticipates 6 to 7 million individuals needing to do so during the transition period. So this is still very much the intention. They're just going to do it by other means. It's just like the digital currency. They're still going to do it. They're just going to do it piecemeal, point by point. So they're not going to do it as a mandatory rollout because people have rejected it en masse. Now, Mike Tapp is the typical Midwit Labour politician. He's very good on parroting statistics from the Home Office, but he's not very good at detail. And this is why politicians, Tories and Labour fail. They underestimate the public. Me as a member of the public, I like to interrogate answers. I like to dig a little deeper. So I'm going to play a clip from Mike Tapp because he is touting the crackdown on illegal working in the UK. And this is what I want to get into. So I'm going to play this video clip now. It's only 30 or 40 seconds, and then we're just going to have a quick conversation.
Trades up by 77%, arrests up by 83%, which shows how seriously we're taking it. And I actually spoke to one of the business owners this morning, and I know that business has been fined in the past, and those fines can be up to £60,000 per illegal worker, and they can face prison time. So the onus is very much on those business owners to ensure that they are sticking to the law. Now, this individual actually raised that in the past they've had some dodgy passports, so people have scammed their way to illegal employment, and that's where things like digital ID will actually help those employers not accidentally employ illegal migrants. So this is important stuff so that British workers aren't being undercut.
But British workers are being undercut by illegal migrants to the United Kingdom. You just need to look at the Indian trade deal. It allows companies in the United Kingdom and also Indian-based companies working in the United Kingdom to bring in migrants from India, and they don't have to pay the national insurance hike that British workers their employers have to pay for them. So Indian workers can come into the United Kingdom and they can actually work in our economy, and the employer doesn't have to pay the increased national insurance contribution that they have to pay for me or you. So we are being undercut, and this is what they do. They go on TV and they make sweeping statements, and they don't want the public to interrogate any further. All he's done here today sounds impressive. He's parroted a Home Office phrase that the raids are up 77% and the arrests are up 83%. Slow clap. Slow clap. Give yourself a gold star. What's he not saying though? And that's the more important thing that I'd want to know. Were the people that were working illegally, were they here legally? Were they here illegally? Were they on the dole? Were they not on the dole? Are these people now on benefits that weren't on benefits? What percentages? Where's the breakdown of all of this data? Will these illegal workers be deported from the United Kingdom? If they were illegal migrants and they were asylum seekers, does this mean that their asylum claims are now rejected? Are they going to prison? Are the employers going to prison? These are all questions that they don't want you to interrogate. These are all questions that they don't want you to ask any further detail. So yeah, nice. Headlines nice. 83% arrest, 77% on the raids. Where's the actual data that we can look at, that we can analyse, and then we can make our own decisions on whether this is a failure or a success? This midwit politician thinks he's being clever. He's really, really dumb. And this is why Labour will continue to fail. They have no stats, they have no data, they have nothing beyond a headline and a rhetoric. And Britain demands a better class of politician, especially on the left. You can't just point to people on the right anymore and call us all racist or dumb gammons that voted for Brexit because we didn't know what we were voting for. We understand Brexit better than you, sunshine. So we're going to end this here and we'll go back into the main screen. This is what politicians, both Labour and Tories, do. They just give you a headline, migration down. Yay! They don't tell you how migration is down or net migration is down because everybody's leaving the country. They'll say that rates are up on illegal working. Well, fine, but where's the data behind it? How does it all break down? All these people may be on the dole. They may not have been on the dole before, so the net benefit to the British taxpayer is negative. Have they been deported? Will their asylum claims be rejected? If they were here legally on a visa and they're working illegally, does this mean they go, even though they were here legally on a visa? No one asks these questions of the politicians on the television. So I'm asking them here, this is the information we want, this is the information we need. You need to look at it methodically and you need to look at it through an analytical lens. Never trust a leftist politician and never trust a leftist politician that just pats a Home Office pre-prepared line. The whole goddamn system needs to change. Anyway, this is why Labour are never going to get in again, because they cannot do anything but parrot the pre-prepared scripts that are given to them by the Permanent Civil Service. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, give me a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.